Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
That New York, it's a devil of a town. That's right, kids, we're back. It's time for another episode of The Devil You Know. The Daredevil Podcast. I am Phil, and joining me, as always, that quiet, lonely quarter of the room. You know, hard to believe, but it is. Lilith Hellfire.
Yeah, it's Lilith Hellfire.
Giving dogs evil eyes.
They know what time. They know how to tell time. It's kind of annoying. Tell them to be quiet. Mama's got to record right on cue.
Mom, isn't it time for second dinner?
Third dinner, but who's counting?
Oh, all right. So, yes, today we are covering Daredevil 310 and 311. It's in the middle of the Chichester run, but it's not Chichester.
This actually feels like Ann Nocenti. Just a little bit.
A little bit, but it's not.
Because of the immigration issue, so.
Well, you know what? We'll get to it, but he mentions like running into that nameless one before, and I think that was a 2-part Nocenti thing. So it's somebody spinning off of a Nocenti story. All right, so yes, kids, and by the way, we'll if you haven't yet, go join the Patreon, and you can hear us talk to Mr. G.G. Chichester. Speaking of, talk about his work on Terror Inc.
Great insight, actually.
And then next episode for the Patreon with him will be Lilith Hellfire and I will do the next episode of The You Know, and then we'll get the commentary from Mr. D.G. Chester, one of his favorite works of himself.
Come on, you got $3.
Seriously.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
Seriously, every month it gets good mic out for you guys. Least you can do is pay $3.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
Come on. All right, so let's get to these issues. All right. So it starts in Daredevil 310 from November 1992. Oh, and by the way, kids, it's not just voodoo tonight. This is an Infinity War tie-in issue.
Well, how else you gonna get Hellspawn in there?
Hey-o.
Gotta have some kind of crossing of the streams, yes.
Hey-o. Oh Lord. Devil Gee Rogue. Writer Glenn Herdling.
Scott McDaniel.
That's right. Penciler Scott McDaniel. Inker Bud LaRosa. Colorist Max Sheely. Letterer Bill Oakley. And editors Ralph Macchio and Pat Garay. All right. Gets wild, kids. Strap in. All right. Matt Murdock arrives back in New York City after Dead Man's Hand. I have to get to someday with Chichester. Unaware that his Infinity War doppelganger Hellspawn is watching from the rooftops above. Well, yeah, because he doesn't show up in the radar sense, and Matt has no idea Infinity War's going on.
They always sucker punch a freaking Matt when it's a crossover. I swear.
I mean, he doesn't even run into him this issue. He doesn't run into him until is it the annual or is it Fall from Grace? But it's been a while. It's been a while for you. Matt actually comes face to face. Good Lord, that's it. Between Hellspawn in this issue was almost secondary. Some of those Infinity War, they just wanted to slap an Infinity War tag on some of them. Like Captain America took care of his in like two or three pages.
Salesman. Sales were like, hey, you got to slap it on there. Do something.
It was as he was turning back to human after being turned into a werewolf. Yes, kids. That wacky second half of Grunwald's run. Finding an intruder in his office, Matt attacks him only to discover the visitor is a Haitian refugee, Yves Caputo, who seeks asylum.
It's Eve, like Yves Saint Laurent.
Oh, sorry.
Chapeau. Come on. This is basic French, Philip. I know you can remember just a little bit of it. I know high school was a long time ago. Chapeau.
Matt is sympathetic and helps him escape from an immigration agent who comes looking for him. Though the agent warns Matt that Caputo has been dealing in illegal arms. Caputo has been dealing in illegal arms and has dangerous people looking for him. All right. As if that wasn't enough, kids, on the rooftop stands Calypso.
Welcome back. You brought a zombie. How Kirkman of you.
Yes, with a Haitian zombie.
Because that's where it originates, voodoo and all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to find out here, kids. But no, this is, yeah, I meant to look this up before, but yes, this is Calypso after her appearance in the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man 1 through 5. And I'm gonna put these in the show notes. Just you watch me. No, the Ultimate Spider Cast links, because yeah, we covered the appearance before this and we cover her appearance after this. So, all right,
What haven't we done, honestly, at this point?
Holy crap! All right, Spider-Man 1 through 5 with Todd McFarlane's Calypso, the Lizard, and all that was Ultimate Spider Cast episode 14.
Oh, we were babies.
I think it was the before times, wasn't it?
It was definitely the before times.
Kids, when you can run out free. But yeah, I'll put a link to that in the show notes. You'd be like, you hear little babies. Hi, this is Phil and Lil. Oh Lord. So yes, with a Haitian zombie, the Nameless One, whom she inherited from her sister after sacrificing her to gain power.
Yeeks.
This is why Lilith never had siblings.
Just a little push down the stairs on accident.
Whoa.
I kid. Maybe.
She uses the Nameless One to hunt the Haitian refugees for the bounty on them. She is startled to see a gargoyle seemingly come alive. It is the Hellspawn doubleganger moving to attack Daredevil. I love how Matt's changing and Hellspawn's just at the window and all of a sudden he gets pulled off. Matt's like, wait, what's that? No, okay, never mind.
Don't you hate it when you feel like somebody's watching you?
Do you always feel like somebody's watching you?
Poor Sam Rockwell never had another hit.
Calypso mistakes Hellspawn for Daredevil himself, knowing Daredevil only from Kraven's descriptions. Oh, that's right, kids.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
This was Kraven's. Even Kraven got a stalker. You know what? That's what I was gonna say. They should have her. If they do like a Kraven movie or have him show up in a movie, she should be with him. And then maybe by the end of the first movie, she kills him, and then she's like the big bad.
We don't do women big bads in Marvel.
Come on, Sony. You wanted like a Black Cat movie. Come on.
Just saying, if you've ever noticed, we don't do that here.
Hella would like a word with you, ma'am.
I mean, unless you include the Fox Marvel, because Jean Grey, all too badly botched Dark Phoenix sagas. The original got it as good as you can get it, but let's be honest, X-Men 92 did it best.
Hella would like a word with you, ma'am.
I said what I said.
Oh,
low-key light with boobs. Great. But guess what? Now we have a variant with boobs. So, is Hella even relevant now?
What about what's her face from Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Phil, stop reaching. Stop reaching. You're gonna sprain your back.
I'm channeling my inner Charlie Esser.
It's enjoyable, and somehow I got pregnant.
I shouldn't drink so much. And Calypso intercepts his attack. She bites its tail off and poisons it. Damn, this is you.
Armadillos to the rescue. Because armadillos are actually poisonous in Florida.
What?
Just fun fact. Only Florida variants. So that's kind of a fun fact.
Must be all the toxic waste in the swamp.
Yep. Wouldn't be surprised if Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are actually supposed to be from here. So
She says that she blinks her third eye.
Oh, I'm not a native. Only natives have a third eye.
But it continues to attack her until she uses her Yorba drums to disorient it. Remember, kids? Doom, 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 doom. And then slays it with one of its own horns that she broke off. When its body vanishes, she believes it was only his evil spirit meant to give her practice before the real battle.
What's this, an episode of Stargate? If you know, you know.
He'll be back.
Season 3.
He'll be back. Not in this story, kids, but he'll be back.
Because it's a comic book. Everybody has to come back.
I thought maybe Chichester didn't want to do him, but no, Chichester brings him back and Fall from Grace.
Yeah. Just it's timing, as we talked about last time on our Chichester chat. Timing.
Plus, he makes hey, I want to fake my death. Hey, what do you know?
I mean, he is in the Matt Murdock universe. What are we on, our ninth? What are we on our ninth life? We're a cat all of a sudden.
I don't know. Ask Mike Murdock.
It's all clones and Doombots, as far as the eye can see.
Horny Doombots. Meanwhile, Daredevil saves.
Just call him Eve. It's fine.
No. Mr. Chapiteau from an attack by Haitian loyalists, only to be attacked again by the Nameless One. Daredevil battles it to a standstill until it eventually kills itself rather than continue to be Calypso's slave.
Agreed. Let's be honest.
Its body too vanishes, and Daredevil was then confronted by Calypso, disorienting his senses with her drums and eager to kill him.
Matt just be walking in this just all the traps, but he's like, what? This is not my thing. This is not what we do in Hell's Kitchen. I know we call it Hell's Kitchen, but it's a metaphor.
Overwhelming them senses.
Wow, there you go.
Hell. Well, and again, she uses voodoo and stuff, and it's do you really, if it's Matt Murdock, I mean, you see what she's wearing. I mean, you know what hypnotizes Matt Murdock.
Just let the rain come.
Whoa!
He's all yours, sister.
I mean, she's wearing almost like a red Sonya outfit. It's come on.
Well, you think they would give us the pinup for her, but no, it's just him. It's just old Maddie Murdock.
I know. Well, yeah, and there's the pinup at the end of Daredevil's Double Ganger.
Hell.
And I don't know, did I miss a joke somewhere, or is it just an inside joke where every creator in this story, they jokingly said all their middle names were Alan?
It must have fallen over my head too.
Like I said, maybe it was an inside joke. I don't know.
The things people will do for a shekel.
There's a drop.
Mainly, I'm talking about us. We're people.
We're us. We're people.
I do it for free.
All right. So, what did you think of the first one, Lo?
It's okay. The art is better than the story. I'll just go out on a limb by myself and say that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the McDaniel art really brings it.
If it wasn't for the McDaniel art, honestly, solid C+, but I gave it about a B-.
Yeah, and again, it's
It's set up too, and they're doing this just for poops and giggles, it feels like, because they're just spinning their wheels at this point. They don't want to waste any good story if it has to be a crossover.
Well, again, it's like, yeah, it almost seems like a cash grab because it's like, okay, we're gonna make this Infinity War tie-in, but
give me one panel of Hellspawn.
No, it's like Matt never encounters his doppelganger in this story. You know, someone else takes it out.
That's how it goes. It'd be like that for Matt Murdock sometimes. He's got so many enemies. I wouldn't be want to walk around looking like Matt Murdock. I'm just saying.
Well, he doesn't. He looks like an actual devil with horns and stuff.
So does Matt.
Oh,
It's the inside reflecting on the outside. That's all I'm saying. He's a broken man. We love him, but he's broken. I get it. And he doesn't have the money to be eccentric like Batman, so it just shows even more.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he can't afford to be parading orphans around in elaborate costumes. So.
Oh, true. Because, I mean, he even says at the beginning of this issue, he's still sleeping at the office. He doesn't have an apartment yet.
What a bum.
He still gets chicks.
Quit living off a foggy. Get a job.
Lord.
And this was your Thanksgiving issue.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
There's the Ray we know and love.
That's right.
I heard he's not much of a turkey man. I heard he was a sausage man.
Sausage.
Why do you guys do? Why do you guys do that, love?
Sausage man, does whatever a sausage can.
Sausage man.
Kids, you know what? I get more just, sometimes I request a drop from Ray or somebody, but a lot of the times they just send them into me.
Be a part of the drop gang. Come on, send yours in.
Oh, great. Threaten them there. Send some feedback in. We'll cut you up and use it against you in a court of law.
Out of the pouch. Boing.
Here. I think they know that. It's what we do here. It's what we do best.
It's a really nice package.
Thank you, Ray.
I can't wait to talk Batman, though, Loki.
What?
I can't wait to talk Batman this week.
Oh, okay. Why did you read it already?
No, trailer talk.
Oh, should that be our main topic this week?
Oh, ask Charlie. You know how he feels about that. So
I don't know. I thought he say in the chat he thought it looked decent.
Okay, and then we can squeeze in Pennyworth too. Just let everybody know that they don't have to buy Epics anymore.
Oh yeah, because it's coming to HBO Max. Yes. Very
so
good.
let's get over to issue 311. I love this cover, by the way. I want this cover as a poster. If I could find the what's it called? You know, the one without the tag on it, the scanny thing.
Oh wait, what?
You know, when they make the covers without the little.
Oh, just with nothing on them, or
yeah. It's escaping me because it's
Is it? It's not Virgin, is it?
No.
Ain't no
It'll come to me eventually. Don't worry about it.
Ain't no virgins here.
Not even the drinks.
Hey, old. But hey, did you see that?
This looks like Frank Miller came up with this cover. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a little psychedelic.
We're gonna run our hands through his hair. But Lilith, you must admit, man, page 2 and 3. I mean, they're giving us something for everyone's gaze. You know, Calypso, Matt.
No judgments.
He just has that costume over his junk.
You gotta air the boys out every now and then.
My boys need a home, Jerry.
So we'll talk about soul searching.
Soul searching. All right. So Daredevil 311 from December 1992. And
same team up.
Yep. All the Allens are there.
Alan?
Bueller. Soul Search. Mr. Chapoutot, the Haitian refugee, is making a deal for guns with Russian immigrants.
As you do. Because immigrants can only be criminals. It's fine.
To survive, Lilith. No, I was going to say, what is this, Florida? No, that's scum of Hive in Philly, New Jersey. Oh, man, it is in New York. I was going to say, come on, tell me it was in New Jersey. When Daredevil attacks, possessed by Calypso. In a flashback, we see his battle with Calypso. After repelling her attack, he flees from her, but he has already breathed in her poisons. He rushes back. It says he rushes back to his apartment and removes his costume, but no, he just like chucks it in the street and like passes
Pulls
out.
the Spider-Man.
Yeah, basically just
without
like,
the webbing.
Oh, hey, well, yeah, no. Well, no, he basically strips down to his underwear and just like passes out in the street.
As you do, but it's not Mardi Gras, so it's not socially acceptable.
Yeah, true. Then he runs into the street deliriously where his body dies. Yes, kids, you heard that right. Dies.
You mean like that song that goes, I just died in your arms tonight? Like that? Or Google it if you're too young, kids.
It must have been some soul you took. I should have swung away. I should have tapped away.
Yeah, there you go. Or flipped away would work as well.
Yeah, but
tap him away downtown.
Let's see. So yes, he dies. He is taken to the morgue where Calypso's henchmen retrieve his body and take him to her. Calypso performs voodoo rituals and enslaves him to her, making him her zombie slave. Or Saturday Night for Lilith Hellfire.
Shh.
Can you imagine Lilith zombies? You can get them to bury themselves.
That's the dream.
It's work smarter, not harder.
That's why I have 4 dogs, though. And then they kick the dirt back over.
Ah, man, them dogs have a rough life. The next morning, Matt wakes with his senses back, but his body is still pale and marked with Calypso's vivid symbols. At his office, Foggy chastises him for taking Mr. Oh man, they even spelled this wrong.
Yeah, I see it.
Chapatok's case and says he looks like death. He literally looks like he thought he was white before, kids.
Especially since you don't really go out in the daytime either.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a redhead. I'm just saying.
Oh. After he leaves, Mr. Chapoutot himself comes in, now realizing Murdoch has been possessed by Calypso, and says he must confront her in her sanctum. Where is
I bet.
Hey-oh.
Oh no, that's the rectory. My fault.
Oh my! So where she is keeping his soul. So what are we saying, Lil? Has she so she sucked out his soul?
She's a man eater, baby.
Man.
All these references are going over our Gen Z audience. It's okay.
Was that a reference to sexual intercourse? Oh, she's calling you all virgins. He is then caught. It says he's contacted by the spirit of Brother Voodoo, but he like pops out of the TV while he's watching TV because
rude as like the worst nightmare.
It's so weird because he was like Brother Voodoo. Wasn't Brother Voodoo? They look like Jay Leno or something. He was like appearing on TV on some talk show, and he just like pops out of TV and starts
nightmare fuel, bro. If Jay Leno popped out of my screen, he's getting shot.
Yeah.
I don't care about your old cars and your denim head to toe outfits. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's zombies. You got to confront her in her sanctum. Yeah.
Remember when they tried to do the The Tonight Show, but like at 10 o'clock. Stealing Conan's thunder. I will never forgive him what he did. I am Team Coco forever and for always. And I will never forget and never forgive.
Oh no, I
Adventure Time. Beat it.
I listened to that podcast. Neither will Conan.
I know.
God. Well, he's like, Jay Leno is such a slime. They even said, when Johnny Carson left and they were looking for someone, like he like hid in closets, like listening to like people's meetings and stuff.
Oh yeah. Any of the comedians of his time will tell you he's a real dirtbag, and they can't ever imagine how he got to take that place. A lot of wheeling and dealing, but sorry, off topic. We'd have to save that for a Capes one day, like just a Team Coco episode.
Oh my God.
Why we're Team Coco?
Yeah, you're Charlie going off on that. Speaking of soulless, yeah, Jay Leno.
Exactly.
That's an interesting artistic choice.
Well, yeah, honestly, like his early depictions and then his modern depictions are really cool, but we're in that middle time where it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But you have to remember he came from like Strange Tales, and I like Strange Tales for the most part. It's pretty interesting part of Marvel.
Oh yeah, isn't that where Doctor Strange started this Steve Ditko?
Yes. The Superior.
Zounds. Oh my God. Did you read the first issue of Death of Doctor Strange?
Not yet.
Okay.
Should I?
I mean, you might be interested because I think I think this week 2 comes out, but yeah, that's where the younger Doctor Strange come from, is that like that Strange Tales era.
Oh, sweet. I will then.
Yeah. Because in the beginning of the story, Wong even says to him, he's like, "Man, you don't even say like you talk so different back then. You said zounds." So yeah, when the young Strange shows up, he's like, "Zounds."
Nice.
But yes, so Matt's contacted by Brother Voodoo, who tells him Calypso's true motivation. She collects bounties to raise money for the services of a Haitian magician who can raise Craven back to life. I don't even think he spelled it out.
We're not in the AIM era of Brother Voodoo, are we? No, we're that's too soon.
I don't think. I mean, again,
that comes later.
His appearances were very few and far between in this era, yeah. Daredevil learns he must fight her at noon when she doesn't cast a shadow.
I never cast a shadow.
Oh my.
Amateur.
Well, yeah, you have to go out in the sun for that, Love Hellfire.
Exactly.
Daredevil learns he must fight. He destroys her magic soul-possessing jars, freeing both himself and the zombie refugees from her control. Okay, yes, the jars.
The nut jar. Never thought that drop would come in handy and be so relevant.
That's right, kids. It might be months or years, but eventually all those drops come in handy.
Hey, speaking of nut jar. The nut jar. Who are you gonna tell? Oh, wait, no. Nobody tell Tim at Apple.
Yeah.
You know how duck penises work, right? They're terrifying.
Oh my.
Hey,
Like
some
that.
women pay good money for that in Florida.
So he frees both himself and the zombie refugees from her control. The refugees attack her en masse, causing the building to collapse.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
I love how like as he's escaping, Matt's like, yeah, from what I hear, falling buildings do, at most slow her down, because that's kind of what happened at the end of that Spider-Man run too.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't think they work the way you think they do, but okay.
How that works.
It's not how any of this works.
Later, Matt Murdock witnesses Mr. Chapiteau being arrested and prepared for deportation, but Matt promises to work with Amnesty International to aid the plight of Haitian immigrants.
And we're still not holding up our end of the bargain in 2021. Spoilers!
Well, Matt was busy. Eventually had to fake his own death. Come on.
Twice. 3 times. Who's counting?
Then somebody had to reveal his identity to the world,
Twice. Who's counting?
I know. We don't know who started.
He's got about as many problems as Spider-Man does on that front.
Spend this.
It all leads back to Bendis, don't it?
I mean, I like some of him, the Bendis run. We'll cover some. We'll eventually have to get to some of that, but just
Eventually.
eventually.
Maybe like episode 500, 1,000.
Whoa! Okay. That's a little so subtle way. No, we're not doing it.
I mean, we can. Ultimately, you're the boss, and if that's what you want to do, we're already doing Frank Miller for Batman. So if you just hate my liver that much, it's fine. Think of my liver, Philip. Think of my liver.
Hey, Saturday we're doing one good story, and we're doing Dark Knight Returns. Swallow love.
Never.
Oh, see, this is why we needed Daddy, kids. Come on. That's why we needed Daddy to watch us.
Why did your eye drift over to my box?
We're unsupervised.
But Mr. Capito asks what happened to Calypso. Matt says she has a nasty habit of escaping falling buildings. In an epilogue, we see two people digging up someone's grave.
As you do.
It would still be like
Put some fresh lye on it, you know.
It would still be like 20 years before we'd resurrected Craven.
You know, all the legitimate kids had to get together and take turns.
Yeah, we get another pin up this issue. It was basically an alternate cover for
for this issue, right?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was last, but yeah, for this issue. Oh, look at this. Daredevil quotes James T. Kirk from Star Trek 3 with the line, "I have had enough of you."
Same. That's how I feel about Shatner now, but you know.
Oh my.
Listen, Picard and Cisco have, and even Janeway have been superior captains. Archer, you just sit down. Nobody's talking to you.
Oh, burn.
Burn.
Honestly, instead of Enterprise, we should have had Captain Sulu. We all know this in our heart of hearts.
Oh,
and that is my TED Talk on Star Trek for today. You're welcome.
Oh my. Seriously, if they wanted publicity for that space flight, I mean, come on. We put Patrick Stewart in that chair and you have him saying, you know.
But we were willing to sacrifice William Shatner. That's all that I'm saying. We're not willing to sacrifice. I mean, come on, Jeff Bezos. We're going to trust Jeff Bezos with Picard. Are you kidding me?
That's true. That's true. Do you think Shatner?
Also, I don't think too many people actually like Jeff Bezos. So.
Do you think Shatner kind of signed something? It's like, if I die, you can just like throw me out the lock, and re-entry will just cremate me.
Something like that. All his ex-wives were like, we see you.
Oh.
Trying to escape this mortal coil, not on our watch.
See, it wasn't free. All the ex-wives paid for him to take that flight. Get off the planet. All right, Lil. So what did you think of this whole...
I think it was an interesting choice to try to use zombies in the Haitian immigration situation that was going on and is still going on and will probably be going on once we're all dead as well. But it just doesn't fit for a Daredevil story, especially if it's not Ann Nocenti. like she would have handled it with a little more care and a little more nuance, in my personal opinion. That's like kind of like her thing.
I'm surprised they didn't mention those issues. Yeah, it was like, what was it, like Daredevil 243 and 244, I believe. So
yeah, it's not a bad story. It's just it sticks out like a sore thumb, especially during this particular run and what it's actually happening before and after the story.
Yeah, so Daredevil's faced the nameless one before, but not Calypso.
Yeah, it's too many Lipsos in the comic book world.
I know. I was looking up her Wikipedia. Her first appearance was in Amazing Spider-Man 209 from October 1980. We might have to cover that one day.
We have it? I feel like we have. Jeez.
That one now. Oh, you know who created her, don't you?
Who?
Created by writer Denny O'Neil.
Oh, that explains it.
Oh my.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yeah, and artist Alan Weiss. But yes, I didn't even realize that until I did the homework today. Yeah, Denny O'Neil created Calypso.
Good old Dennis. Put some respect on his name, old chum.
Oh my, notable aliases: The Witch or Craven Witch.
See, it was on our face the whole time.
Ew.
Do we have any? I want my Elektra story already. I'm so hyped for that story.
Oh, that starts in December, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, we'll cover that. Either here, capes, both. We'll do. You know.
Somewhere.
Oh, I told Ray, when that whole crossover happens, we'll do our parts, and once like the Spider Woman stuff drops, I don't know if Moon Knight's a part of it, but we'll be like, go. You want the Spider Woman issue? Go check out. I'll even ask Ray for like episode numbers, and I'll be like,
I just want a Black Cat crossover. That's all. That's all that I ask.
What with Elektra?
Mm-hmm.
Me, wow.
And they can talk about their love for men in tight spandex.
Oh my.
Who are so damn elusive and broken mentally and everything psychosomatic. I'm just saying the story writes itself.
Yes. What else was I guess? But yeah, I can't wait for that story. It looks good. What is it? Is it only like 3? Well, there's a bunch of tie-ins, but what's the main series? The main series only like 3 months or something? Or 3
Yeah,
years?
I think that's what they said.
Yeah, but
I was hoping for at least 5, but it seems like they're going to take it slow because they built it up all through this last arc of Daredevil.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if after that comes out, Matt will have his own book and Elektra will have her own book.
They do need like we were saying about Black Cat and when Mary Jane they do need more female-led titles for sure, and not just X books where they make one of the ladies team leader. I mean like actual female-led book. Black Cat seems to still be doing really well. Jed is keeping up that pace of quality.
I don't know. Did you see the end of the last issue? It said there's like a one-shot coming to tie that up, and then I don't know if the book's going on hiatus or
everything. Well, honestly, with Marvel putting everything, all the movies back and stuff, I think they're tightening their purse strings.
Maybe. Well, they did announce just today. I guess we're in January. We're getting another She-Hulk book. So.
Well, obviously, because of the TV show.
Well,
Synergy.
Yeah.
And honestly, they might be trying to kill Black Cat because Sony might still want to go forward with that plan.
True. And always remember, Lilith, we can only have so many female-led titles at one time.
I call shenanigans, but okay.
Well, that's their strategy, because Kelly's still doing Captain Marvel, and if we start an Elektra book,
honestly, not to be an a-hole, Philip. I feel like, well, especially on social media with like the free publicity, it's women really holding it up in a positive manner.
Oh, I would
shout out to all my negative, toxic male comic book critiquers. I love you, but babes, it's not the look, maybe, especially with Marvel going on a banning spree. If you know, you know.
Whoa.
Yeah. They've been kind of tightening. If you're not if you're like on the fence, giving like neutral, lukewarm reviews, you've kind of been.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No, I would love if like half.
So expect not to see a lot of like actual critiquing and just a lot of butt kissing, no matter how bad the title is. Just
oh my.
Forewarning.
Sounds like a DC maneuver.
They don't even give out free copies anymore unless you're like one of the main sites. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Like IGN, I'm talking like top.
Yeah. But it's like I'd rather see, I wouldn't care if like half the line was like female-led titles, but
which is weird because the MCU is basically in its like female hero phase, especially with Wanda leading the way. So I just find it really weird that the comic books aren't kind of following too. But we've been through that whole Jane Foster era and stuff. It's just that the movies and the TV shows are catching up, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the way that you can look at that.
Yeah, let's do, let's get the Black Cat back in here, get an Elektra book, do the She-Hulk book,
and honestly, in my heart of hearts, I just want Mary Jane back. That's all.
And do the Amazing Mary Jane. I know, but instead of 50 X books, how about get some of these...
X books need to be sliced down to 3.
Yeah.
Give me an X Factor, a modern take on X-Men if you have to, and then just give me my classic freaking 90s X-Men.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do 1 or 2 main X-Men, do an X Factor, and maybe an X-Force book.
X-Force is pushy. You can do like little mini-series one-shots if you really want to do some more like X-Men stuff for cash grabs.
Well, I think they have an X-Force miniseries coming up here soon. I think
we discussed that, right? It's like where Cable gets this backstory or something like that.
Maybe, but I think was Deadpool even in it, maybe?
Oh, God. I'm so nervous. Don't mention Deadpool till it's time.
Did I see something today? Did Ryan Reynolds say he's taking a break from movies or something?
No way.
I thought I saw something somewhere.
Blake Lively could never. She will never let that. She don't want him in her hair, okay? She's like, no, you got to keep working. That Mint Mobile thing, that's just residual income at this point. You got to put your boots on the ground, sir.
I mean,
you get out of my house.
Unless he's just going to be doing more behind the scenes stuff and just biding his time until the Deadpool movie.
I guess he wants to eat cake too. You can't keep those abs up all the time, I guess. I get it. Stephen Amell had to do it too, you know.
Saying maybe he'll do like more directing or something like that.
We'll see.
Until the Deadpool movie comes out.
I mean, with his money, honestly, he doesn't need to do anything.
Oh, hell, at that point, I mean, as long as he keeps the suit on, I mean, he can have a stunt guy in that Deadpool suit.
Just a voiceover, yeah, at that point.
He can eat his cake.
Yeah, I guess we can give the kids the homework.
All right. Pull the schedule here. Lilith is like, my drink is empty.
It was water.
Yes, clear liquid, yes. Every time she drinks water, she just slams the glass down. All right. So remember, kids, Common Capers is still on the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast. So we'll be deep in the heart of Armageddon when you hear this. But in 2 weeks, again, come back here for Daredevil 304. Lilith and I will do the regular review and then jump to the Patreon and get Mr. D.G. Chichester's commentary about one of his favorite stories. So
we'll give you a little taste at the end, but if you want the full thing, you know what to do.
Hey-oh. You know what you got to do for the whole thing, right? All right. So, yes, that's right, kids. We need the money. Gimme. You don't get the full thing unless you pay.
We need the money. Gimme.
All right. So, yes. So, come back.
Don't make us have Charlie start an OnlyFans. Don't do it.
Don't make me do the 12. Don't make me put out a calendar on our merch store with Charlie Esser in 12 different seasonal outfits.
No. Now we have to do
it. Bikinis in the June, July, and August. Oh, my God. Can you imagine in December, like him dressed as Santa and like Tristan dressed like an elf or something?
We're doing it. I'm sorry, Philip. We're gonna do it. It might not be 2022, but it's gonna be in the works now.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, it's 2021's almost over.
Exactly. Where did it go?
Right.
Where did it come from? Cottonage.
Man, lucky Kona's not here tonight. I can tell you just a second.
Suck it, Miller.
Present it, Matthew.
Oh!
Thank you, Russell.
We need that drop, Russell. The hero, the villain, Matt Kona.
It's a bit of a heel turn.
I never have that problem.
No, she's always evil.
Slow down. We need this for drops.
All right, kids. So, yeah, send us your thoughts on Daredevil 304 and any questions you might have for Mr. D.G. Chichester. If we send me the questions quick enough, I'll read them on the regular episode and be like, hey, if you want the answers to those, that's pretty good. If you want the answer, go check out the Patreon. And as always, we'll give you maybe like a 5-minute taste. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Walmart's selling like the like Kool-Aid Man like sweatpants and sweatshirt. Like I was like I could do. They have like the Kool-Aid Man like whole shirt. And I'm like maybe that's what I do for Halloween.
I thought you had a costume already.
I do. I don't know what I want to do. Honestly, I have too many of them. That's
is the Kool-Aid Man thing red?
It is.
You could do. I mean, you can wear it for our episodes of The Devil You Know.
True.
Be branding. All right, kids. So, yeah, send your thoughts on all of it. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow The Devil You Know, the the Daredevil Podcast on Facebook, Twitter. Find links to all the various social medias for all the shows, all the Marvel, all the DC.
Don't forget Blind Justice. Join our fan group.
Oh, that's the Facebook fan group. Yeah, let's get it up over 2,000 links to the Spider-Man fan
Matter of
group.
fact, let's get it over 9,000.
Oh, please. Come on, kids. Get them all.
That was a Dragon Ball Z reference, nerd.
You call me a nerd, but you're the one who's throwing on Dragon Ball Z references.
Anime is the future. Manga is the future. Get on board or get left behind, sir.
Oh, my.
I don't think those are tentacles.
It's called hentai and it's an art form. I'm not going to have this conversation again, Philip. Yes, I will. Who am I kidding?
It's like Pavlov's Lilith Hellfire, man. All I gotta do is play the drop, and she's like hentai, and it's an art form.
I don't think those are tentacles.
All
It's
right.
the only Office reference I know.
Okay, Stanley. All right, kids. So yes, the fan group, all the social media. Find links to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Smash that smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
But most importantly, if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon. You'll get your monthly DG Chichester chats. You'll get in 2022 superhero movie brackets every month. We're gonna be pitting two of the worst movies against each other, and until eventually we find the official worst superhero movie ever.
I already know what it's going to be. I have a feeling it's terrible.
But tonight's gonna be a good night. So please subscribe to the Patreon, or if you can, also you can find a link to our merch store, shirts, cups, phone cases. Maybe we'll have the Charlie Esser calendar soon. Yes, can you dress like a leprechaun? Yes. Yeah, he'll do it. Dress like a turkey. So yes, find links to all of it.
Wait a minute. He can't be the giant turkey. That's your job, Philip. Walk right into that one.
And you can be the drunk uncle.
Guilty.
No, he's gonna wear that 50s housewife dress. All right, kids. So yes, find links to all of it all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And Lilith Hellfire, where can people talk to you about that voodoo?
If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs and get nerdy with it, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire69. I just want to have fun on a broom. Scary, spooky skeletons.
Oh, bye. Well, you know, if Lilith Hellfire had a voodoo slave, you know who it would be, right?
Joe Manganiello can get it. Cory Booker can get it. Chris Evans can get it all day, every day. That's an awfully big rod he's got there.
I think someone put us under a voodoo spell. Anyway, again, send your questions in. You got 2 weeks before Mr. G.G. Chichester. Well, first Lilith Hellfire and I do Daredevil 304. Then we talk to the man himself.
The man, the myth, the legend, Chichester Chance. Be there or be square.
And you know it's one of those stories where he read an article or something. You know it is. Not one supervillain in sight. It's still an entertaining, very deep story here.
Modern comics could never.
And one and done, yeah.
Definitely could never.
Bring the man back. He can save you, Marvel Comics. Tell me, man, if they come in, whenever Chip's done, man, if they say G.G. Chichester's coming back, people be like, yeah, Gandhi. But so, all right, kids. Again, join us next time, Daredevil 304. But until then, remember, better
to be with the devil you know than the devil you don't.